I'm driving.
Morning YouTube world. So I haven't actually come and done a YouTube video since COP because I've been so busy, but now Melbourne is back in lockdown, so like got nothing else to do. There's a little video. So this morning I weighed in at 55 kilos. My stage weight was 53.5, so I'm about 1.5 kilos, which is good because the first 1 to 2 weeks post show, it sounds so weird, but I was like not putting on any weight, and it was just, my body was probably just like loving the extra carbs and all. I wasn't under any stress, so I was losing all my water weight, and my weight actually dropped lower than 53.5. The lowest I got to was 52.9, which was like post show after like heaps of meals, which is so interesting. But yeah, so I'm not really, this is gonna be like not even taking you through my day because we're in lockdown, so I'll just like show you what I'm doing during lockdown to get through it and how I'm going about my reverse diet so far, the new foods I'm eating, because I'm incorporating heaps of new foods. I'm eating about 800 to 900 calories more than I was previous to show, so that's exciting. My abs are definitely going away, but I'm feeling heaps stronger in the gym even though I'm training from home. I'm lucky that I've got a lot of equipment to work with. Feeling stronger, feeling so good mentally, and my mood is increasing like day by day. So I'm feeling 100% back to normal. Not napping every day. I don't think I've had a nap pre-show. Now that I think about that, I actually don't think I have. Anyways, keep watching. Okay, I'm just going for a walk now. What sucks is it's raining outside and it's freezing. And also with this lockdown, you're only allowed to be outside for an hour a day, I think. I don't know. So, and I walk for more than an hour. This is the thing. So I'm gonna have to walk on the treadmill, and it's so boring because I'm just not interested in the podcasts and like the YouTube videos I was watching going into the comp. So I just watched Netflix. I watched The Office or Friends. The Friends reunion, you know, I haven't seen it, watch it. Anyways, this room is literally like, that's my little heater. That's where I've been living each day. Because I have to train in here, I have to walk in here. It just sucks, but like, oh, and also I'm still doing steps. So I do 12,000 a day, honestly, even though I have to only do 10 to 12. I really enjoy walking, honestly, but an important thing is that you do actually have to reverse out of your steps. So during comp, I was doing about 15 to 16,000. So it's about 2 hours of walking. Now I'm just getting in about an hour a day. So it's easy to achieve, but I like my steps. If you don't reverse out of your steps, obviously your body's not used to doing really low activity, so you gotta slowly ease out of it, which is important because else you just like gain additional body fat that's not necessary. So this has been like my go-to breakfast for the past week, or I have it at night before bed, after dinner before bed. It's pretty high protein and low carb. My carbs are pretty high at the moment, but I prefer to have a more carb dense meal for my lunch and my dinners. So I'm having 145 grams of YoPro. The salted caramel is the best. And then I'm topping it with, okay, I've never been a big cereal person, but I've been topping it with 15 grams of cornflakes because I love the feeling of like crunching at the moment, like crunching on something. I'm just obsessed with it. So I'm doing 15 grams of cornflakes. Another favorite thing that I've been incorporating into my meals is cacao nibs, because I really struggle eating chocolate because I love it so much. It's like a trigger food for me. So this is like the closest I can get to having like that kind of taste of chocolate without actually having chocolate. So I have 8 grams of cacao nibs. Again, it gives it like more crunch. And then to top it off, I have 80 grams of frozen berries that I just heat in the microwave and melt them and pour them on top. And then obviously I finish it with sugar-free maple syrup. I just have about like 30 mils. And then this will be also my pre-workout snack as well. So it's my breakfast and my pre-workout snack. Look how good that looks. It is so yum, and it's only about 200 calories, I'm pretty sure. Might even be less. Alright, I'm just doing another walk. I'll probably walk for like 20 minutes now before I work out. Today we are training quads and delts, so I've got squats first. It sucks, I've had my heater on for like the past hour in here, so it's warm. But it's still not warm. I hate winter.
is stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at and turn it back around. You can't stop me now.
Alright, I just finished my session, so it wasn't that long. I think I timed it. Yeah, it was 40 minutes. I need to stop that. It wasn't too bad for a leg day. Usually when I'm in the gym, I get distracted. My sessions go for ages because I'm talking to people. And it's like a good thing and a bad thing, because now like I'm by myself in here, so I get it and I get it done. There's no like messing around. The only thing is I take so many like selfies and videos because like no one's gonna judge me here. But that's about it. Or else other than that, my sessions are quick. Get in, get it done, and I'm productive. Like I'm still out of breath. But I'm sore. I didn't film them, but I did finish with sissy squats and some hanging leg raises. I usually always do some sort of abs at the end of my session, even if it's just like 2 sets. My go-to is always hanging leg raises. I'm going to finish now with another 10 to 20 minute walk. So I find when people struggle to get their steps in, it's because they try and do one big lot. Yes, I was doing that in comp prep, but I was in such a routine with it and I was listening to podcasts. Now, because I don't want to be walking for an hour straight each time, I've been doing like blocks. So this morning I walked for half an hour. I did like 10-20 minutes before I trained. I'll do 20 minutes now, and then I'll probably honestly be done my steps. I do need to go to the supermarket later, so I'll get more done then, and then I can just chill out for the rest of the day. Even in comp prep, my routine was to always have everything sort of done by like 3 p.m. by lunchtime. Then the rest of the afternoon I can spend for studying, doing clients, and doing stuff that's focusing on, well now like my training stuff is focusing on me, but afterwards I want to do other stuff that can like progress and like for my work, my job. So that's what I'm doing. Look at that. Like as you can see, I don't want to say like I'm not lean, because I'm still a little bit lean, but I'm just like fluffier than I was last week. Because last week I think I actually put on like 1 kilo in a week, but like I'm not even mad about it. It was bound to come. I'm feeling good. Like I have so much more energy. I've still got a really good pump. Can't complain. Alrighty, so I just went to Coles and I got some stuff. I'm obsessed with mushrooms at the moment. If you follow me on Instagram, I've never eaten mushrooms, and I'm so mad that I didn't eat mushrooms in my prep because they're so voluminous and they're literally no calories. Like you can have like 100 grams for literally like 30 calories. So I'm so mad I didn't have them in my prep. Anyways, got a huge thing of mushrooms. Got some jasmine rice, because usually I have basmati. Okay, I got both, just like comfort. Like I'm trying to eat more, so I'm like, I may as well stop having low cal rice, but I still got the low cals. Just like mental, because if I'm cooking and all of a sudden I get anxiety over the high rice, I can just change it. Got some asparagus, some lemons, and I went to the really good there's like a fish shop and they do amazing seafood. So I got some salt and pepper squid and some prawns, garlic and chili prawns. I'm gonna have the squid for lunch and the salt and pepper prawns for dinner. So one thing I've been trying to focus on is less meal prep and sort of eat intuitively. So I woke up today, had no idea what I was eating besides breakfast. Breakfast I know is always either going to be like eggs on toast, oats or yogurt, but I want to eat more intuitively and not have it meal prepped and planned. So I just want to eat to like see how I'm feeling. So if I'm craving something, I can have that. But anyways, now I'm just gonna get a coffee, and even like coffee with milk in it. It's the little things. So I'm gonna have an almond cappuccino. Then I have a phone call with my coach at 2:30. I lost a nail too. And then the rest of the day, I need to go for a walk as well. And it's not raining anymore, so I'm hoping as soon as my coffee's done and the call, I can get in a walk. And that's it. Look how good this squid looks. Yum! Oh my god, it looks so good. I'm also going to attempt to cook mashed potato. This is my first ever time, so we're gonna see how this goes. With like cup potatoes though. Alright, Alright, so I'm going to show you how I'm mashing my potatoes. I've actually never done this. So I boiled the potatoes and then I drained them in the sink. And you just want to like, okay, mash them. And I'm going to add a little bit of So Good almond milk. I don't even know how much to add. And a little bit of garlic. That's probably a lot. Anyways. Ow! And then we're just going to mash it. I think. Okay, and see how it's all like mashed together? That's what we want. A little more milk. Alright. This is actually good. So I've added some salt in it as well. This has made so much. Oh my god, look how good this is, yeah? Oh my god, I think I've nailed that, yeah? I nailed it. That is so easy. I came up with that on the spot. All right, let's just take a minute. Yeah. All of this is less than 300 calories. Like, this is why I don't understand. You can eat well and not put on weight. This is amazing. I'd rather this over a takeaway meal any day of the week. Okay. Oh my God. This is my all-time favorite custard I'm gonna have at the moment, by Red Dragon. I used to be obsessed with the Muscle Nation, but now the Red Dragon is the way to go. So I'm gonna have about $40. All I do is I just mix it with water, and then I'm gonna top it with berries because at the moment I'm obsessed with frozen berries too. I'm preferring it over fresh berries. Our fresh berries in Melbourne kind of go bad in winter, so frozen has been amazing. And the consistency is so fluffy. Like, literally cannot go wrong. I just put my frozen berries in the microwave and I literally just pour it on top. And this is my snack that I'll have. In all honesty, I'm not actually overly hungry at all. Like, I could go easily and wait till dinner now. It's important, like in prep, I didn't listen to my hunger cues. And it was a little bit different because I was in a calorie deficit. But now, just because I'm in a surplus doesn't mean I shouldn't be listening to my hunger cues. My hunger cues are telling me, well, I don't have any, so I'm not hungry. But doesn't mean I should be, because if I wasn't to eat this, I wouldn't hit my protein target and I wouldn't be in a surplus, which I should be at the moment because I'm trying to gain weight. So I need to eat whether I'm hungry or not. And this is why I'm eating something that's really like palatable, it's not overly filling, it's small, but it's high, it's like calorie dense. So I can even add some peanut butter on this as well to help bring up my fats, because my fats are 45, which is really high for me. Like at the moment today, I'm only sitting on like 20, so I will add some peanut butter onto this and just add some other calorie dense foods. But anyways, you've got to try this Red Dragon custard. It is next level. I actually topped it with cacao nibs and maple syrup. So good. I just checked my Fitness-Pal and my carbs were on like 100. So I'm eating popcorn. This is what I mean. Like, I'm not even hungry. I'm eating for the sake of it. I should have had a banana. I mean, I'll have room for that later because I'm having rice for dinner. Cals are important. I didn't end up filming the rest of my day yesterday. I stopped after lunchtime. I just got really busy, but I did end up having my prawns for dinner and they were amazing, and I have leftovers today, so cannot wait to have them. But I just wanted to sort of jump on here and actually talk about my reverse diet so far. So I've had so many people being messaging me like, you haven't gained a lot of weight, and honestly I haven't. So the first 2 weeks after the show, so I competed at 53.5 kilos. For the 2 days post-show, I really ate whatever I wanted, and then I was back on track as soon as I honestly got back to Melbourne. My weight dropped for the next week after that. My calories were increased by about 700 like per day, so I was eating a lot more than I was previously. And my weight dropped, it kept dropping, so the lowest I got to, I think, was either 52.9 or 52.8. And I was still looking extremely lean, and everyone's like, oh, you still look like you haven't put on any weight, and I hadn't. And then I was still doing a lot of steps. I wasn't like compensating, but I'd have like an untracked meal, and then the next day I'd go and do a lot of steps. That's something I'm working on to try and reverse out of as well. I'm a creature of habit, and I love doing my steps. If I don't walk as soon as I wake up, I'll get anxiety. So I'm trying to reverse out of that. This morning I walked for 20 minutes and then I walked for half an hour actually. Then I ate and then I walked again. Usually I'd walk seriously for over an hour and then I'd train and not eat. So I'm working on also changing my meal times. I think that's really important. I don't like have any issues with like eating food, nothing like that. I do have an issue having untracked meals and not knowing the calories. It's more so the fact that if I go out and have a meal and I have no idea what the calories are, I'm scared that I'm not going to enjoy it, and I could have had chicken and rice, which I know I enjoy and I know the calories that are in it. And it sounds like, saying it out loud, it sounds not great. I don't have any issues associating foods being like good or bad. I'm a flexible dieter. I have been my whole comp prep. In prep, I was eating whatever I wanted, honestly, as long as it fit my macros. I did become, again, a creature of habit and was eating the same foods daily, but that's what I prefer. I am trying to incorporate new foods into my meals now, which you can see, like, I have no idea what I'm gonna have for lunch today. I'm just going to see how I'm feeling. Honestly, I'll probably have the prawns because they were so good. So I'm probably gonna have that again. But yeah, I'm just like slowly working on it, and I think having lockdown as well has been honestly a good thing for me because it's given me time to focus, try new recipes, and keep to myself without the pressure of other people being like, do you want to come out and eat? So now it's like, if I do want to have a takeaway meal, well, I'll be having it by myself. So it's not as enjoyable, so I'd rather just cook from home. It's been good in that sense. It hasn't been stressful. I haven't had any anxiety around food in the last few days, and I've loved it. And I was honest with my coach. I told him that I felt anxiety when I had my untracked meals because I'm allowed to have 2 a week. Yeah, so I can have 2 untracked meals per week, and I'm fine if I want to have breakfast, like eggs on toast. But it's as soon as it was like a dinner meal and something more calorie dense, I'd get anxiety and I wouldn't enjoy the meal and I'd end up not eating it. And I'd go home and have something else. So I am still eating, definitely. I'm getting all my calories in. It's just when I'm not too sure what the calories are, I feel anxious. But I'm working on it. You just got to slowly reverse out of it, and that's what I'm doing. My calories are about 800 to 900 more than what they were before show. And I'm loving it. Like, I feel so good in the gym. I feel strong. And I am liking my home sessions. Had someone message me today, actually, like 5 minutes ago, saying, can you do a YouTube video on training from home? So the way, I think a lot of people associate training from home with not training hard enough and not being able to get good stimulus from their exercises. I work with RPE and like a rep range and RIR. So I think that helps me gauge how hard I am really working. If my RIR on an exercise is 2, well, it's not going to matter whether I'm in a gym or whether I'm at home. I'll work to that prescribed exertion rate. So say if I'm doing squats, my RIR is 2. Well, if I'm doing them from home and I hit an RIR of 2 after doing like 5 reps, or if I'm in a gym and I still hit that same RIR, well then my rate of perceived exertion is the exact same. I'm still getting the exact same stimulus and effort out of it. I don't know if this is really making sense, but I think it's important to work towards rep ranges and work towards targets when you're training from home. Have a plan. Don't just go pick up your dumbbells and randomly do something. Think about your plan before you've even decided to begin exercising for that day. Even the night before, figure out the plan. Write it down. Definitely write it down. Even if it's notes in your phone, I prefer to write it like in a Google Sheet, or even just write it down pen and paper. So the next day when you go into the gym, you've actually got a plan that's in front of you and you can execute it and nail it. There's no reason you can't be training hard from home. Honestly, I've actually pulled up sore. My upper body hasn't been sore since pre-comp. Because I was obviously like lifting light, I was extremely weak. My upper body has been really sore since training from home, so I am clearly training hard enough. And literally lockdown, they released like the restrictions today to be eased as of Friday, except for gyms. Literally everywhere else is open. Beauty salons, hairdressers, cafes, restaurants, everywhere is open besides gyms. And it's just, for people's mental well-being and mental health, it's not ideal. And I'm so lucky I've got equipment to work with at home, but it's not that. For me as well, going to the gym is a social aspect. All my friends, for me, are at the gym. The only time I see them is when I train. Obviously, I see them outside of that, but we can't see them at the moment. So it's a huge social aspect as well. And for people that live by themselves, they're secluded and they're isolated as it is. And the fact that we can't go and see people. And gyms are so hygienic. Every time I'm in a gym, no matter what gym I'm training at, there is always a cleaner walking around cleaning. And not even that, every single gym, I'm pretty sure you have to have a sweat towel in order to train. So, and everyone cleans up after themselves, wiping down equipment, hand sanitizer. I don't really understand, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about it except keep going day by day, wake up, do what I need to do and get it done. I'm gonna end this video here, so if you've gotten to the end, well, thanks for watching. It's not that exciting, like we're in lockdown, so there's literally not much I can do. Each day I'm kind of doing the same things over and over, but my invest is going really well. I'm happy with how I've handled myself. If anyone wants any advice on post-show, feel free to send me a message. I usually always reply to my Instagram direct messages or comment down below. And yes, I'll see you in my next video.